Hello and welcome back to Inspiration. As we continue with our pose breakdowns, beginning to make our way into our Titibhasana today, or our Firefly posture. This works on the flexibility of our hamstring, that strength through the shoulders, and our foundation of the arms and hands. So we do want to start our Malasana squat today. It's one of the easiest ways to find our way to that Titibhasana. As we build on top of our shoulder pressure posture that we did in our last pose breakdown. Again, we want to take those hands down to the earth. We want to find that those hands come right up alongside the heels or just behind those feet. So we hug the low belly in. The same idea as we sit those hamstrings on those upper arms. We're going to hug the low belly and we're just going to start to lift the feet off the ground. Now again, as we get to this point, that shoulder stand draws those feet together, but our Titibhasana wants to work that length through the hamstrings. So start to reach through those toes. Hug the low belly and start to lift those hips off the earth as we find that extension through the legs. And then gently we can invite those knees to bend, release those feet back down to the earth, and work those hands back up to the heart center. So as we make our way into that Titibhasana again, finding that nice Malasana squat. Those hands begin to draw up alongside the heels. Maybe they even draw behind them. Now notice how those hips already start to lift. We'll work those knees up to the shoulders. We'll find that those hips gently begin to release back so that we can get that weight off of our feet. Now once that weight's off the feet, we can start to work that extension through the legs. And we'll notice how it gets really intense. So we want to find that lift through the hips. Use that strength of the core to extend through the legs. Find that lift out of that foundation of the hands, and then gently we'll bend those knees. We'll find those feet will flow back to the earth. We'll release the hands off the ground for that Malasana squat, and we'll take a few breaths. Because there's some really cool stuff that we can do in our Malasana. Then we find two variations. We found our first one with those hips nice and parallel to the earth. The second variation, once we get up, we'll start to release the hips down towards the ground and find that the feet start to extend up towards the sky. So we'll find our way into that variation. We'll take those hands again back to the heels. The hug of the low belly finds those hips begin to release back towards the wall behind us gently. We'll extend through the soles of the feet forward, work that length through the legs, then hug that low belly and get that lift. And then we want to find that extension through the arms as we lift out of that foundation. And then we'll work those hips back up. Those feet will gently ground as we release back to that Malasana. And again, thank you guys. Continue to share these videos with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Have a wonderful day and namaste.